The next part of our reading, boys and girls, is our story that's called Ms. Mouse Needs a Friend. Now, we know we've been talking about neighborhoods and neighbors this week, and this is also talking about neighbors, but we're talking about animal neighbors in this story. This is a folk tale, so it's something that is passed down. We know it's not true, it's just a fun story. We have some words that I want to go over before we get started. The first one is hatchet. A hatchet is like a small axe and it can cut things. It's not as heavy and not as big as an axe, but it's smaller. And that's going to be in our story. Wail. Now, this wail is like a loud cry. Like, wah! Like that. That would be a wail. Snicker. Like laughing disrespectfully. Like making fun of someone or something. And mink is a small animal with soft brown fur. So we're going to be hearing all of those words in our story that's called Ms. Mouse Needs a Friend. And this is retold by Margaret Reed MacDonald. One cold winter morning, Miss Mouse woke up feeling thirsty. She found her little cup and her little hatchet and went right down to the frozen pond. Miss Mouse sat down and went to work. First she chopped a hole in the ice. Then she dipped her cup in the cool water and began to drink. Ah, how good that cold water tasted. Miss Mouse drank it all down. She dipped her little cup and had another drink. Ah, just one more. Miss Mouse dipped her cup and drank again. Miss Mouse packed away her cup and started to stand up. But, oh, Miss Mouse had sat still on the ice so long her tail had frozen to the ice. Ee! Ee! I'm stuck! Ee! Ee! I'm stuck! She began to wail. That means cry or have a fit. Then Miss Mouse thought, I must find a friend to rescue me. Who could I call for help? She remembered Snowshoe Rabbit. Miss Mouse began to call, Snowshoe Rabbit, help, help! Snowshoe Rabbit, help, help! I need a friend. Snowshoe Rabbit heard her. He came out of his hole and looked around. Miss Mouse must be in trouble. Snowshoe Rabbit leaped down the hillside to help her. Don't worry, Miss Mouse. I'll be your friend. Snowshoe Rabbit reached his paw to help her. But when she saw him coming, Miss Mouse began to snicker. Oh, look at those big feet. What big feet Snowshoe Rabbit has. When Snowshoe Rabbit heard her, he stopped. His feelings were hurt. I guess she doesn't want me for a friend after all. Snowshoe Rabbit turned around and went back to his hole. She hurt his feelings, didn't she? Miss Mouse was still stuck on the ice. Oh, said Miss Mouse. Maybe I said something wrong. She began to struggle again. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Who could she call? Maybe Mink could help. Mink, help, help. Mink, help, help. I need a friend. Mink heard Miss Mouse calling. He came out of his den. I'm coming, Miss Mouse. I'll be your friend. Mink came racing down the path to the pond. He put out his paw to help Miss Mouse. But when Mink came closer, Miss Mouse began to snicker. Yuck, yuck, what bad breath you have. Ick, what bad breath. Mink was offended. Maybe she doesn't want me for a friend after all. Mink turned away and scurried back to his den. So now he feels sad. Oh, said Miss Mouse. Maybe I said the wrong thing. And she began to wail again. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Who could she call? Fox. He might help. Fox, help, help. Fox, help, help. I need a friend. Fox, sleeping in his den, heard her. I'm coming, Miss Mouse. I'll be your friend. And Fox came running to help. But before he could put out his paw to aid her, Miss Mouse began to snicker. Just look at that long tail. What an ugly tail. Fox felt very bad. Maybe she doesn't want me for a friend after all. Fox turned and hurried home. Oh, said Miss Mouse. Maybe I said the wrong thing. She was still stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Who could she call? Bear. Bear, help, help. Bear, help, help. I need a friend. Bear was sleeping in his den. He heard that mouse calling and calling. Bear jumped up. Bear lunged out of his den. He galloped right down to the frozen pond. Whack! With one stroke of his huge paw, he knocked Miss Mouse free. Then he was gone, back up the hill and into his den before she could say one thing. Miss Mouse was free. But that huge bear had hit her so hard that it had broken her little tail right off. Poor Miss Mouse. She ran off to her little home crying, I chose the wrong friend. I chose the wrong friend. Don't be like Miss Mouse. If someone offers you a hand in friendship, take it. Just overlook any faults and be a friend. Or you may end up like Miss Mouse, with a strong friend, but no tail. All right, so that is our story for today. We all like to have friends, don't we? But sometimes we're like Miss Mouse, and we aren't very kind to our friends. We might make fun of them for something, like maybe something they're wearing or something that happens to them. And then they don't really know if we want to be their friend anymore. So then they kind of back away like the other animals did and kind of went back to their homes. And our friends can do the same thing if we're not kind to them. So you're never going to find a friend that's just exactly like you because we're all different. But that's what makes friendship so special. So you be thinking about those friends that you have and make sure you're being kind to them and not laughing at them like Miss Mouse did. All right, I'll be back in just a minute.